MF Doom is as unique as a rapper can get. His songs are like movies and comics combined. His unique persona is what led him to becoming highly underappreciated. I mean, even his album covers. I think every single one of his album covers deserves a place in the top 100 for the best rap album covers ever, because they're just so diverse, and the covers actually relate to the album unlike most rappers. Just to clarify, before his death, that's when I believed he was underappreciated. Right now, I would say he is sort of, but definitely not anymore. I mean, we all know what society is like. When a rapper dies, they become famous and mainstream. It's like a punishment for the artist. They're not alive to see how big their career could have been, and it's such a shame. MF Doom is so different from mainstream as well. Like, name me one artist who sounds similar to him that is currently mainstream. Like, MF Doom is in his own fantasy, and he has skills no one else can do better than him. So in this video, let's dive more into MF Doom's career as an underappreciated artist. MF Doom, aka Daniel Dumail, is often celebrated as a legend in the underground hip hop, yet he remains underappreciated by the mainstream music industry throughout his career. His journey as an artist is a testament to how unique talent and creativity can sometimes go unnoticed by the broader public, despite a lasting influence on the genre. MF Doom's career was marked by a refusal to conform to the typical standards of the rap industry, and this characteristic is what makes his underappreciation so visible. From the beginning, MF Doom was not your average rapper. He didn't chase fame or chart-topping hits. Instead, he crafted a persona and a style that was entirely his own. The metal mask he wore was more than just a gimmick, it was a statement, a symbol of commitment to the art of rhyming over the pursuit of celebrity status. The mask allowed him to create without the pressures of being recognized for his appearance, keeping the focus on the lyrics, flow, and production. This is one of the key reasons why he never broke into mainstream. He was more interested in the substance of his work than in the image he projected. MF Doom's lyrical style set him apart from many of his peers. He was known for his dense, complex rhymes filled with smart wordplay, allusions, and metaphors that often required multiple listens to fully appreciate. His ability to layer meaning in his lyrics made his music intellectually engaging, but it also meant that casual listeners might miss the depth of his work. While mainstream rap often focuses on catchy hooks and relatable themes, MF Doom's music was more like a puzzle that was challenging, rewarding, but not easily accessible. This complexity, while earning him a loyal following among hip-hop fans, also contributed to his underappreciation by a wider audience that prefers simpler and more immediate gratification in music. Another reason MF Doom was underappreciated in the mainstream is his approach to production. Unlike many mainstream artists who rely on producers to create beats, MF Doom often produces his own tracks or collaborates with like-minded producers. His beats were unorthodox, often sampling obscure records or incorporating sounds that were unconventional in hip-hop. His production was as much as a part of his identity as his lyrics, adding another layer of creativity to his work. However, this also meant that his music didn't always fit into the radio-friendly mold. His beats weren't designed to get people dancing in clubs or to be played on the radio. They were crafted to complement his rhymes, creating a cohesive, immersive listening experience. This focus on artistic integrity over commercial success is another reason why he never achieved mainstream recognition, despite deserving it. MF Doom was also different in how he approached the concept of collaboration. Unlike many artists who featured big-name guests to boost their profile, MF Doom preferred to work with lesser-known artists or to adopt different personas. Collaborating with himself is even one of them. His various alter egos like King Ghidorah, Victor Vorkin, and Mad Villain allowed him to explore different aspects of his creativity. Each project under these aliases had its own distinct style and sound, showing his versatility and depth as an artist. However, this variety of identities also made it harder for the mainstream to latch onto him. In a world where branding and image are key to success, MF Doom's identity made it harder for him to market. He wasn't just one artist, he was many, and that made him different to categorize. The fact that MF Doom maintained a low profile through his career also contributed to his underappreciation. In a world where social media presence can make or break an artist's career, MF Doom was famously invisible. He rarely gave out interviews, he avoided the spotlight, and he let his music speak for itself. This meant that he didn't have the same level of visibility as other artists, which is also crucial for mainstream success. His reluctance to engage with the celebrity culture that surrounds modern music meant that he was often overlooked by those who pay attention to what's trending or what's in the headlines. For those who did discover his music, this low profile added to his mystique, making him a cult figure in hip-hop. MF Doom's influence on other artists is undeniable, yet it's also an area where he hasn't received the credit he deserves. Many mainstream rappers and producers have cited him as an influence, and his style was emulated by others who went on to achieve greater to commercial success. His impact on the underground hip-hop scene is amazing, with many artists adopting his approach to lyrics, production, and persona. However, because much of this influence is seen in the work of other underground or alternative artists, it often goes unnoticed by the broader public. The mainstream music tends to reward those who can package innovation in a commercially viable way, and while many have taken inspiration from MF Doom, they have done it in ways that are more pleasing to a wider audience, further highlighting how he was ahead of his time and yet underappreciated for it. His contribution to the hip-hop culture also extends beyond music. The character of MF Doom, inspired by a comic villain, added a new dimension to the idea of a rap persona. He wasn't just a rapper, he was playing a role, telling stories through the lens of this villainous character. This approach was revolutionary, offering a new way to think about identity in hip-hop. While other rappers have certainly adopted personas, few have done it as consistently as MF Doom. This blurring of a line between artist and character made his work not just music, but a form of storytelling that was both innovative and immersive. Yet because this approach was so different from the norm, it didn't resonate very well with the mainstream. MF Doom's underappreciation is a reflection of the broader music industry's focus on marketability over artistry. He was an artist who prioritized creativity and expression over commercial success, and while this earned him a dedicated following, it also meant that he never received the mainstream recognition that he deserved. So thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below if you think MF Doom deserved more respect. That's going to be all from me. Have a good day.